One of the more valuable features of WordPress is its ability to organize website content with taxonomies. WordPress has 4 default taxonomies, but we're only going to cover the 2 most relevant: categories and tags. In the last video, we talked about the difference between pages and posts and how one of the main differences is the ability to organize posts using categories and tags. In this video, we're going to go more in-depth into how to use categories and tags in your WordPress site and why they're important. Let's start with why you even need categories and tags. Here's a great example of how categories can be used in WordPress. Let's look at TechCrunch. Their site's using WordPress, and you can see how each of the sections in their navigation corresponds with a category on their site. So when you click on one of their categories, you see a feed of posts that are tagged as being a part of that category. Tags are a little bit harder to find, but it looks like on the left-hand side, they have tags for each of their posts as well. Each post can have multiple categories and multiple tags. Now, aside from the fact that categories and tags make browsing a website much easier, search engines love when sites are structured this way. It helps them crawl the site better, and it helps improve the user's experience, which is the ultimate goal of search engines. Now let's look at how we can incorporate categories and tags into our WordPress site. You'll start by hovering over posts and clicking categories. Enter the name of your category and click Add New Category. Let's create a couple so we can see how it all works. Now that we have a few categories, let's look at tags. There are 2 ways to add tags. One way is to hover over posts and click Tags, then add tags the same way we added categories. The other way is to add tags while you're editing a post. This makes it easier to add tags as you're writing your content and it's fresh on your mind. Let's go ahead and add a post now so we can see how to add categories and tags to individual posts. Now that we're inside the post, we can see that the categories we added are now on the right-hand side, and there's also a text box where we can add tags if we want. All we have to do is add the categories and tags we want, and then click Update, and it's done. Now, how can we see our category pages and add them to our menu like TechCrunch did? Well, we can go directly to our category page or link people to our category page by typing in our domain name followed by a / and the slug of our category. If you don't remember the slug of a category, simply go back into your dashboard to where the categories are and click View. You'll see the URL in the address bar. To add categories to our navigation as menu items, we just go to our menus under Appearance and click the Categories drop-down on the left-hand side. Select your categories and click Add to Menu. Now people will be able to go directly to our category pages from our menu. One last thing on categories. Categories can be nested under parent categories. For example, if I wanted to make a category called Events, and I wanted a subcategory called Summer Events, I would create an Events category and then create a category called Summer Events and specify Events as its parent category. Now, anytime you put a post in the Summer Events category, it'll show up on the Summer Events category page and the Events category page, even though you didn't specify it as being in the Events category, because Summer Events is a subcategory of Events. That about covers the basics of categories for now. In the next video, we're going to learn what widgets are and how to use them.